All right, here we go. Give a shout out to Coach who just popped in. Microphone Productions is in there. Says easy fight for Usyk. It's all about the money. Look, let's talk about that. Alexander Usyk going up against Rico Verhoeven. And look, here's the thing. I'm not happy with the fight at all. Okay. I don't think it should be taking place, number one. I mean, we're talking about a guy in Usyk, and this is what's bothering me. Okay, boys and girls, this is what's bothering me. I give Usyk a lot of credit. I don't really. Heavyweights aren't supposed to be rated pound for pound, right? They're not supposed to be in the pound for pound ratings. The pound for pound ratings were considered for every other weight class because the heavyweight division is supposed to be the division, right? So, but in his case, and it was the same with Evander Holyfield, these guys fought in multiple weight classes, so you kind of got to give them a pass. And with that said, Usyk is a pound for pound fighter. He's done things that I didn't think he could do, to be honest. He's such a brilliant fighter. He's deceivingly powerful, accurate, good defense. I mean, he does it all. And one of the most impressive parts of Usyk, in my opinion, is that he challenges himself. He fights big fights, fights that you say to yourself, he's not going to win. I said to myself, hey, Billy, see, he's not going to win. And then I said back to myself, what are you, nuts? Of course he's going to win. But the truth of the matter is that he's proved it in the ring. And I think that his legacy, which he will have, listen, I'm not putting him as an all-time top number one or even top 10 right now. I mean, people are anointing him as the greatest. Let's not get crazy. You always got to wait for a fighter's career to end and, let it dissect it a little bit. Let it sink in a couple of years after they're retired so you can give them the credit where credit's due, or kind of eliminate when over credit's being delivered. I don't know. But in any event, I've always respected him for challenging himself. Rico Verhoeven is a champion kickboxer, and I'm not going to take anything away from him. I mean, as a kickboxer, he's 66 wins and 10 losses. I mean, he's no spring chicken at 36. He's been in a lot of top-notch kickboxing tournaments. Who's won, but he's not a boxer. All right. And Usyk has so many other options right now. Look, I was critical when the rumor was that he was going to fight Deontay Wilder. All right. I like the fact that Deontay is fighting Derek Chisora because the winner of that fight obviously is going to get a shot at Usyk. Now, is this a stay busy fight? Is Usyk just deciding, well, let me get the winner of the Chisora Wilder fight for another easy win because he beats either one of those two. In the meantime, let me get a stay busy fight. Well, you know what? There's other fights too. Tyson Fury is trying to hunt him down for another fight. But the guy that I think that should be fighting him, and he should be fighting him now because Usyk is only going to fight 2 more times, and that's KBL. KBL deserves to fight. This guy, in my opinion, is, aside from Usyk, is the next best heavyweight out there. And, it's, to me, Usyk is blatantly ducking him. And I really don't think that this fight, first of all, the WBC approved it. That's even worse. My question is to you, what do you think? What do you think of this fight? Are you okay with it? Are we giving Usyk a pass? I hear people, I see posts on social media, oh, it's just a money grab. You got to give him credit. What are you talking about? You don't think he's been making money? Yeah, it's a money grab. The point is when people and your own team are anointing you as one of the all-time greats already, when your career's not even over, and then your next fight is against a kickboxer. I mean, that's almost as bad as, let's say, Mayweather fighting a 60-year-old Mike Oh, wait a minute. That is happening, isn't it? Oh, okay. But anyway, I'm against the fight. And I think that Usyk is ripping the fans off. I really do. I think he's ripping the fans off. And I don't think that the let me ask you this. How does the WBC even sleep at night approving this fight? Look, all the sanctioning bodies, and we're going to be talking to Mike Silva because I'm going to be talking to him about that too. But all the sanctioning bodies are in a panic. All right, they're in a panic. Mean, bad, old, evil Dana White and Zuffa Boxing is threatening, their cash cows. I'm going to say cows because all the fighters, right, and all the different sanctioning bodies. And then they spit out this. they approve this fight. I mean, it's comical. If I didn't know that it was true, I would be thinking that this was like, an April Fool's joke on March 4th. I'm not crazy about in case you haven't noticed, I'm not crazy about the fight. Very disappointed that Usyk is taking this fight. Even more disappointed that the WBC, who most people regard as the most valuable of the four major sanctioning bodies, how they can approve it. Look, it goes back to when Mayweather, okay, when the Nevada State Athletic Commission, and I'll never forget it, Triple G wanted to fight Jaime Munguia. Munguia at the time was 25-0. And the Nevada State Athletic Commission said, yeah, sorry, Triple G, you can't fight him because he's not experienced enough to fight you, because Triple G at that time was, 25-0. And we all know he's regarded as a knockout puncher, and he had a pretty good run there. But then the Nevada State Athletic Commission turns around and approves Floyd Mayweather against Conor McGregor. And Conor McGregor, forget about his successful MMA career. He wasn't a boxer, and they approved that. They approved that fight. So the WBC is doing something very similar. Very similar. Well, Usyk says his quote after it was officially announced is, I truly respect people who reach the very top of the sport. Rico's one of those guys. He's a powerful athlete. He's a great champion. He's truly the king of kickboxing. Being a champion isn't just about belts. I'm ready and looking forward to a meeting. I'm looking forward to meeting him in the ring. It's going to be a unique experience for both of us. A big night is coming. That's a pretty, neutral statement, if you ask me. He's a world champion. He's a world heavyweight boxing world champion. At the very least, he should be fighting a boxer. Now, Rico, in his defense, this is a great opportunity for him. I don't blame him. He's great. Talk about a money grab. He's going to get all the publicity. No pressure on him. And he said, I spent 12 years as the undisputed heavyweight kickboxing champion, and I accomplished everything I set out to do, but staying at the top for that long didn't take away from hunger. It strengthened it. Usyk's the undisputed in boxing. That's the kind of challenge that motivates me. Undisputed versus undisputed, the best versus the best. Hey, you know what? Why doesn't the winner of that fight take on the undisputed WWE heavyweight champion? And then the winner of that fight could take on the undisputed UFC champion. Who knows? Who knows? And who gets left out of all of this? KBL. And KBL, to me, is the best heavyweight aside from Usyk out there.